Hey guys, welcome back. Today I wanted to talk about a coding interview assignment that I once received during an interview. The assignment was to write code that sorts a collection of elements by length. So imagine that we have a list of elements. This list consists of 5 elements, as you can see here: headphone, shoe, cat, money, and remote. Now, the goal is to actually sort these elements based on the length. So as you can see on the right side of your screen, we have the elements cat, shoe, money, remote, and headphones. And each one of these elements within this list are sorted based on length. As you can see, starting from the top, we have cat, and towards the bottom we have headphones. So as we are progressing through the list, the length is gradually becoming larger. And I pretty much just wanted to show you how to implement this. So let's get right into the code. So as you can see here, I have myself an empty project. We also have our application object, app.java. And now we want to simply just start our implementation. So what we're going to be doing is actually sorting a collection of elements within a list by length. So what we need to do first is to actually create ourselves an array list. So before I do that, let me zoom this in for you guys. Alright, so what we need to do first is actually create ourselves an array list. So we go into our main method and simply go array list, and it's going to be an array list of strings, AL. Alright, now we want to go new array list. And then from here, we just want to start constructing our array list now. So we want to go al.add first element. It's going to be headphones. And we know that we're going to have 5 elements within this list. So you just want to copy this line 4 more times. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. The next element in the list, shoe. The third element is going to be cat. Fourth element, money. And the element after that would be remote. All right, so we have our list constructed now. Now, what we're going to do now is simply just print out the list so you can just see it within the console now. AL. And it should pretty much just give us the list in this particular order. Headphone, shoe, cat, money, remote. And another thing I wanted to just let you guys know, pretty much just a general tip that I think everyone should know. I don't know if you guys know about collections, but you can actually sort the elements within this list in alphabetical order by just simply going collection dot sort and then AL. And then if we were to run this application, again, we'll get the elements in alphabetical order. So cat, headphone, money, remote, shoe. But so I just wanted to show you guys that by using collection you can just sort the elements in alphabetical order. But what we need to do is actually sort these elements based on length. Alright, so what we need to do first of all is use this interface that is called comparator. Now comparator is an interface that is basically used to sort elements in a specific type of sorting order. And what I'm going to do now is show you how to actually use the comparator interface. So whenever you're using the comparator interface, you would have to first of all implement that interface. So you would have to create yourself a class in order to use that comparator interface, and I'm going to show you how to do that now. As you can see right now, we're in this class app, and what we're going to do is just simply create ourselves another class right up here. So we want to go class, and then we want to give the class a name that's pretty much going to explain what the class is going to be doing. So we're gonna write the name of the class, sort by length. And then we want to go implements comparator. And what we want as the type in here would be string, since we're going to be sorting an array list of strings. All right, so if you see this class here, this sort by length, you'll realize that we're getting an error here. Now, whenever you're implementing the comparator interface, you have to implement the method public int compare, which is a method that you're going to be using in order to write how you want elements to be sorted when this class is used, pretty much. So we just want to hover over this and go to add unimplemented method. And as you can see here, it creates a method called public int compare. And this public int compare takes in two objects, the string 01 and then string 02. Now, these objects are actually the objects that are these are pretty much going to be each one of the elements within this array list. And what we need to do is to write code so that these elements are going to be sorted by length. So let's go about doing that right now. So first thing we want to do, we want to first of all create two ints. Int x equals 01 dot length, and then int y equals 02 dot length. Now what's happening here is that each of the elements that are going to be passed into this compare method are going to have a specific length. And the length of the elements are going to be stored within this variable x and the variable y. And what's going to happen is that the elements are going to be compared against each other. And I'm going to show you how to do that right now. So with this compare method, we're going to be returning a number, and then that number is going to pretty much determine the order of the elements within this list. So we simply want to go, there are two ways that we can actually do this. So we can simply go x minus y. And this is pretty much it. So basically what's happening is that if this compare method is being used, then the elements that are passed in from this array list are going to be passed to this method and sorted in an order based on length. So this is one way to do it. There's also another way that you can do it. You can comment this out, and you can actually go integer dot compare x y, which is pretty much just going to do the same thing. It's just going to compare the length of the element passed in. So we could also return this right here. So it just depends on which one you're more comfortable with. If you're pretty much just trying to sort these elements by length in ascending order, then you can use either one of these. So what we're going to be using this for right now, return x minus y. And after we're done with this sort by length class, we actually want to go down here and uncomment this collections.sort and simply just add a comma and then the name of the class. Sort by length. Let me see. Equals new, actually. New sort by length. Just like that. So it's pretty simple when it comes to, so let's just run this application now. Let's run this. Now, as you can see, each of the elements that we've added in our array list are now sorted in order based on length. So we have cat, which is 3, which has a, you know, it has 3 letters in it, and then shoe has 4, money has 5, remote has 6, and then headphones has more than 6. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it has 10 letters. So as you can see, this is how you would go about this how you'll go about doing this. And if I would just wanted to switch this out, I can show you that this return integer dot compare does exactly the same thing. So I can save this and then run this once more. Go down to the console, we get the same thing: cat, shoe, money, remote, and headphones. And that's pretty much it. You know, if you ever come across an interview question like this, just remember to look back at this video and just remember to look back at this video, and you know, you'll know exactly what to do. Another thing I guess I would want to show you is that you could also reverse the order. So let's just say you wanted to sort the elements in descending order, starting with the largest element, the largest length element, and gradually making your way to the smallest size of the element. So you'll simply go Y and then X. So you'll just pretty much just transpose these 2 values here. Go to save, you run it, you go down here, and as you can see, headphones is first, remote, money, shoe, and then cat. And this works the same way for X minus Y. You can simply just go Y and then minus X. Run this once more. And if you go down, we get the same thing. And that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Don't forget to like the video if you've learned something from here. Also, don't forget to subscribe. And see you in the next one.